We had a record year on TikTok, record year, over 1.8 billion views. What you are about to watch, it got us over 1 billion views. This is the $1 billion contemplation video. This video that you're about to see, 1 billion people saw. Who knows what it means for the election and for the civilization? 1 billion people saw these videos. Here we go.
What's your name?
None of your business, unfortunately, but
Okay, hello, nice to meet you, none of your business.
thank you. I appreciate it. So, do you love America?
Yes, I do.
I hate America. Every state in the USA should be an independent country. What do you think of this?
Well, I just first have to ask, since you hate the country, do you plan to leave?
What do you mean by that?
Do you plan to go live in another country?
No, I do not.
Let me tell you something.
Your face is an idiot.
America is the only country where even those who hate it refuse to leave. That's how you know you live in a great country.
Can you prove that? Well, thank you. May I have a hat?
No. So let me ask you, none of your business. Who do you plan to vote for?
I plan to vote for Kamala Harris.
Why?
I mean, you answered my question, so I'm done here. Like, there are people waiting.
Can you tell me her greatest accomplishment?
No, I can't.
Can you tell me a single accomplishment?
I cannot. I want to leave. Like.
What's happening to America's future? Imagine this. You're asked a simple question. Do you love America? You say yes. And the response? Pure hatred for this country and a belief that every state should break away and be its own nation. And guess what? This isn't coming from some fringe extremist. It's a college student. This shocking exchange is just one example of the growing trend of anti-American sentiment brewing in our universities. Instead of fostering critical thinking and patriotism, many colleges are turning out students who despise the very country that gives them freedom and opportunity. Trust me, these debates between Charlie Kirk and these woke college students expose how colleges have become indoctrination camps of the left. Before we dive in, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and help us hit 100 subscribers. Drop a comment with your thoughts. I want to hear what you think about this. Let's jump right in.
Are you voting for Kamala?
I am.
Okay, what is her greatest...
Hey, free speech? Free speech?
Yeah, they have the freedom of speech to boo you. That's right.
Do I have the freedom of speech? Okay, so if I boo them, then it's an impediment of freedom of...
No, but I just gave you an open mic for 15 minutes. Let's just tell me, what is Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment?
See, that question, you can't... Okay. The greatest accomplishment, that goes back to sort of establishing an extreme. I can't definitively say, oh, this is the greatest, though, like, absolute
Name
greatest.
an accomplishment of hers.
An accomplishment of her? She got in, when she was the Attorney General of California, she fought the insurance companies to decrease prices that they're not going to be price gouging. That's an accomplishment?
Wow, okay. So that's worthy of your vote.
You support price gouging? I'm curious.
Well, no, I'm just curious. What has she done as vice president that makes you be like, that's my gal?
What is the vice president's the vice president is just president of the Senate. They don't have much.
Oh, that's interesting. If it's just a ceremonial role, why do we even have a VP?
Well, that's not the point. I'm saying
she was tasked to control the border. How is she done?
The vice president doesn't control the border.
They get portfolio projects from the president. She was given the portfolio project of the border. How is she done?
Again, she doesn't make any individual I don't think she makes a top-down decision about the border.
She made a decision to reverse 50 Trump executive orders. Do you think Kamala Harris has done an objectively good job managing our border?
No.
Okay. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you.
So I tend to lean liberal on a lot of issues, and I'm kind of torn on the election.
I want to try to win you over as a liberal for Donald Trump. So you're going to give me a chance, okay?
I will, sir.
All right, okay. There are 3 things I want you to think about when voting for Trump. Number 1, home ownership. I imagine you want to own a home sometime in your life, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, in order to own a home, you would have to make $125,000 a year right now just to be able to get the mortgage. When Trump was president, it was $75,000 a year. Because Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have spent $6 to $7 trillion of unnecessary federal spending, which have inflated asset prices. The border. Under Donald Trump, the southern border was the most secure it was in American history, with border crossings at an all-time low. Under Kamala Harris, 10 million people have come across the southern border into this country. We have no idea who they are. They're coming into our communities. As a liberal, I imagine you don't like war, right? Under Donald Trump, it was the first president in 40 years where we had no new wars. Think about who is endorsing Kamala Harris. Dick Cheney, Leon Panetta, Liz Cheney. These are the warmongers of 20 years ago that got us into these wars. And this is why we're seeing Bobby Kennedy, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, people that are card-carrying Democrats, vote for Trump, because what's happening at the Democrat Party is it's a party of censorship, it's a party of war, a party of open borders that is against actual traditional liberal values.
I agree.
So which way are you leaning?
Can I get a hat?
That's a good answer. Thanks, man. God bless. Thank you.
Do you feel proud of yourself for debating college kids who are unprepared to speak in front of an audience like yourself? Do you think that's a little bit silly?
Are you a voter?
I am a voter. I'm a
so
registered voter.
I vote and you vote. So I'm talking to voters of this country that will determine the future of Western civilization. That's what I'm doing here today. Yeah? Wait, hold on. How is it any different than a professor talking to you?
Then a professor talking to you? Who are you?
Well, important enough for you to come up to a microphone.
Actually, when I first saw this ad, I thought it was like an improv comedy thing. It looked so ridiculous that I didn't even think it was real.
Well, no, you could see. Look how popular Trump is on your campus. How does that make you feel? That's not comedy. That is a 5-alarm fire for Kamala Harris, because she's probably going to lose Pennsylvania. But no, I just want to be clear. Is there something wrong with talking to voters?
No, there's nothing wrong with talking.
Well, that's
to
what we're
voters.
doing here today. It's an open mic.
I think that you push a dangerous agenda.
Such as?
The way that you edit content and specifically frame it so that people look bad talking to you. The way that you edit your content.
We post unedited content.
This absolutely blows my mind. How can someone be so confidently wrong? This woke college student confronts Charlie Kirk with bold claims, only to get completely annihilated by facts. But instead of reflecting or learning something valuable, she doubles down on ignorance and resorts to weak insults that backfire spectacularly. This is the perfect example of what happens when arrogance meets a lack of substance. Rather than pausing to consider she might actually be wrong, this student digs in deeper, showcasing the kind of ignorance and entitlement that's being fueled by today's woke culture.
How do you believe that it's okay to kill an animal when it's not okay to kill a child? You defend a child more. Some children die. Some children never make it out of the womb.
Well, because human beings are human. A is A, and human beings are worthy of protection, and animals are not humans.
What about milk? But animals are raped all the time. Cows are raped to produce milk. Yeah, to produce milk, a cow has to be impregnated.
You think that cows are being raped? I got to be honest.
Yes.
I've been doing this for 12 years. I've never heard that before.
Yes, but they are raped because they're not referred to as being raped. They're said to be forcibly inseminated. How come that's okay, but raping a small child is not?
I would not.
Yeah. Welcome to Bull. I don't.
Black men are more likely to be in prison.
Oh yeah, so why do people go to prison?
Because they're in poverty and they have no other way to get.
Okay, so they commit crimes.
Why do they
So wait, if you're
commit crimes?
So in poverty, we should give excuses for committing crimes?
Yes.
So like gangbanging is like a crime of necessity? They're so hungry, they can't handle it.
I'm talking about like crime that has to do with like getting food, getting stuff that you need to live.
Right, but we have food stamps for anyone that needs it, so that doesn't exist. We have subsidized housing for anyone that needs it, so that doesn't exist. We have free health care for any poor person that wants it, called Medicaid. That doesn't exist. We also have welfare, cash, for anyone that wants it, so that doesn't exist. So what is it they're missing?
So it's not like
Right,
you
but
just get
it's not
a house.
It's not a stuff thing, though, right? It's like you will not go hungry in this country.
I
You will
think-
not starve in this country.
Yes, you will. There's like
No, we have an
you've been on
obesity
State
problem.
Street.
We have an obesity problem, not a starvation problem in this country.
What are you talking
In
about?
State Street, if any one of those people went to the local Episcopalian church or Methodist church, they will get fed. I guarantee it. If they go to a local food shelter, they will get
Okay,
fed.
but I'm talking. Okay, housing.
For housing. If we have Section 8 subsidized housing in this country, right? If you want to have a roof over your head, you can have a roof over your head. What's her greatest accomplishment as vice president?
Being the first female all-black president. We've never had that
No.
before.
Like I got that, but like, what's her accomplishment that made people's lives better?
I don't know. Vice presidents don't really do much, to be honest.
Can you name one thing she's done that's good?
No, probably not. That is an amazing
As of the timing of this filming, can you name me how many times she sat down for an interview?
I think
don't know
that
when
is
this
a
was posted.
very weird point to make.
Well,
why would I
why-
count how many times Kamala Harris
Is
has
it
had
zero?
an interview?
Because she refuses to take questions from the press and media? Like, shouldn't you do that if you're the sitting vice president?
Trump had a recession, right, during his presidency. I mean,
Scott-
he let it happen, right? He handled COVID bad enough that there was a recession as a result
So
of it.
which criticism of Trump are you saying? That he didn't lock down the country enough, or that he locked down the country too much?
I don't think he did nearly enough during
Got
the
it.
beginning of COVID. He could have done a significantly better job
How?
of warning people for what was going to happen.
Wait, what?
If you look at what Trump said in March and February,
Be specific.
Be specific. Okay, so Trump in
Be more specific.
I'm out.
Slavery begins in the early 1800s.
Earlier.
No,
Slavery?
1816 is the beginning of slavery.
1619.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be. Okay.
Why are you voting for Trump?
Because abortion is murder.
Well, that's exactly right. I love that. But you know, Kamala could be the first female president.
Voting. It's my first year voting too. I just turned 18.
I love that.
Yes.
But what do you have to say for all of the other women that are just voting for Kamala because she's a woman?
I mean, that's not the most important thing. It's
Not-
the policies that matter.
So you voting for Trump?
Of course I am.
Kamala could be the first woman president.
I do not care.
She doesn't care.
Her policies are just not. I don't like them at all.
You voting for Trump?
Oh yeah.
Why are you voting for Trump?
Because why should we vote for a woman just because she's a woman?
That's so smart.
Yeah.
Trump 2024.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? Dems can't even tell you what a woman is.
Exactly.
They want you to vote for a woman, they can't tell you what a woman is. Are you okay with deporting every illegal person that's here?
No.
Why?
There's a lot of illegal immigrants here that are working their butts off for the life that they want.
I don't care if they're working hard. The point is, what should the punishment be for breaking into a country?
Depends on the crime you commit after
No.
you break into it.
So to play that out, if someone comes into your dorm room uninvited and they do the dishes and laundry, they can stay?
If I'm not going to do my own dishes, heck yeah. They're doing my dishes for me? Cool. If they don't kill me, I'm not dead. It is what it is, man.
I'm guessing you're voting for Kamala Harris.
Yes, my queen.
Yeah, okay. What's her greatest accomplishment?
Well, as vice president, I'm not sure. I guess
What's
I have
her-
nothing. I'm stumped.
What is the best thing she's ever done?
I think some of the stuff she did as district attorney in San Francisco is pretty impressive.
Such as?
So like in terms of-
Releasing violent offenders that ended up killing people and raping women?
No, I don't support that.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, but I mean, what has she done as vice president that makes you be like, she's my queen?
Right now, because she's not Trump.
Oh, not Trump. No,
Okay.
but please tell me, why should people vote for Kamala? Give me a reason.
Oh, I don't have a reason. I'm sorry.
If the only way to ban abortion forever would be to bring back slavery, would you do it?
No.
No?
No. I wouldn't bring back slavery to try to limit murder. No.
Okay.
What kind of outrageous question is that, by the way?
I'm just curious. Just
No,
yes
but
or no?
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
Say that again. Ask that again.
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
No.
It was an honest answer.
Okay.
It was an honest answer.
Yeah.
Okay, I could tell you've thought deeply about this topic.
Yes.
Okay, thank
I
you.
have.
Great. Since you're a medic, when does brainwaves begin for a baby?
Within the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, okay, so brainwave, how about heartbeat?
6 weeks.
Right, so how is that not a life if it has a heartbeat and brainwaves?
When you have this child inside you, right, the baby is supposed to
Oh, it's called a baby now. Oh, not a fetus. So wait, if it's a baby, that means it's
Murder.
So if you care about children.
Oh, now it's a baby. We got him, everybody. You see, this is the key of the abortion argument. It's a fetus. It's a clump of cells. But every so often, they'll use the word baby. And you and I both know babies deserve constitutional protection.
Then where is the help
murder.
for them once they're born?
The help? I'll tell you the help. We give them Medicaid. We give them charitable assistance. By the way, we know we have 2 million people on the adoption waiting list. 2 times as many people on the adoption waiting list than abortions every single year.
How many people do you know actually adopted a child?
A lot, actually. How many of you guys were adopted? A lot of people. Look at all these miracles of adoption around you. Praise God that your mom didn't have an abortion. Praise God your mom didn't have an abortion. Praise God your mom didn't have an abortion. These are all miracles that I'm glad that your mom had the courage to put you up for adoption and have somebody else raise you so that you could be here today and enjoy life. We are the crusaders of life. The Democrats are the cult of death.
Why do you, as like a professional pundit, think it's fair to come to college campuses and debate like college freshmen? Like, doesn't that seem like kind of unfair to you?
Well, hold on. I mean, let's stop talking down to college kids. I'm talking to voters, right? This audience will determine the future of America. And as you could see with my first dialogue, I'm not here to be adversarial. We disagreed. I let him have his points in. And as far as the fair standpoint, I have no notes. You can go bring a professor. Why don't you go bring a professor and bring him up to the mic?
Okay.
Why don't you go find 5 professors that have PhDs? I didn't go to college. That's a fair fight, right? By the way, you guys are in college. I graduated high school. I'm not sure what your point is here. This is a free speech event. You could bring whoever you want. And also, you don't have to come up to the mic. But last thing I'll say is this, don't think so low of college kids. You might, I don't. This audience will determine the future of Western civilization. And this audience might be drafted into a world war. This audience is being used as pawns by people like John Tester and Kamala Harris to put their radical agenda. It's time that we start talking to the next generation, not talking down to the next generation. And that's what we're doing.
I can't help but be amazed at the stark differences between the two sides. Trump-supporting students who actually think critically, articulate their points, and back up their arguments versus liberal, woke students who rely on feelings over facts and crumble under pressure. When Charlie Kirk challenges their shaky views, they can't handle it. Instead of reflecting, they double down on nonsense, proving just how far gone this radical ideology has become. But now I want to hear from you. What's your take on these debates? Do you think more people are starting to wake up and see through the lies? Or are universities going to keep pushing this radical leftist agenda? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get this conversation going. If you're tired of the woke nonsense and want more content that exposes it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and help us hit 100 subs. This is Anomaly Report. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one.